That was a very, very, very well coached, very, very talented Jacksonville State team that we just played. They did a nice job. Again, I got to watch the tape, really see what happened. I'm really proud of our kids. By any stretch, we're never going to accept losing, and we're never going to just pat them on the back for, losing a game. But I'm going to take a lot of responsibility and have to really look at myself in the mirror for our performance because our kids played really hard and laid it on the line, and I didn't have a good enough plan in place for us to have success, especially on offense. And I'm not going to be a coach that just sits here and say this is on me and not mean it, because I'll blame them just as much as I blame me when it's needed. That's 100% on me. And I challenged Dontez after the last game in this very room, and he practiced like a pro and played like a pro tonight. And we lost receivers and tight ends, and they were double teaming him, and he kept fighting and he kept getting hit. So really pleased with Dontez. I'd like to just put that out there in the public for pushing him this week and seeing how he reacted to it like a winner, like a real pro. But we're going to be okay. We're going to learn from this and go back to work tomorrow.
Questions? Dontez, what's going through your mind after that first, that 77-yard touchdown catch gets called back?
Nothing really was going through my mind. It got taken back, so I just wanted to put my offense in the best position we could. So I just wanted to get back in the end zone.
And then you were able to come back and have another big catching touchdown later in the game. Did that feel like, I don't know, what was going through your head then?
Offensive line, they did a great job blocking. Andre made the throw, and playmakers made plays, so I just made the play.
Mm-hmm. Almost broke 100 yards, so it was a pretty big night for you. Got anything to say about your performance?
It's not good enough.
Clay, what was it like defending against Kendrick and Rock in the backfield?
Yeah, they're good players. We had a good plan for them. Sometimes we just didn't execute, and we just got to get better from it.
You guys were able to force, you guys were plus in the turnover margin today, and you were able to force a fumble and 2 interceptions. That's still got to be some positives.
Yeah, of course, getting turnovers a positive, but we gave up way too many explosive plays. Myself was one of them, and it's just not good enough, but we'll get better from it.
Coach, the drive at the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, where they really kind of pushed it a little bit too far out of reach. How big was that drive?
That was huge. I mean, it was. They were physically, really putting it to us at that point. But it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Able to get a pretty decent running game going after a certain point. How do you feel about the running game this evening?
To be honest with you, they were. It looked good, and I like right before the half they were in prevent, so we stole 20-something yards on them. Third and long, we ran the ball a couple times and hit some runs because they were in pass defense. So when we needed to run the ball, we couldn't move them and we couldn't create angles, and that does not go in our players. That goes on such a just poorly devised plan by me. Never put our players in position to create angles and to move those guys. And that I look at myself solely in the mirror on this one, and I'm not trying to just say that to cover our guys up. It's 100% just terrible offensive schematics by me.
I was going to say their defensive line looked like they were pretty stout, though. They were getting into the backfield quite a bit.
Yeah, but so were Ball State, so were Western Illinois, and all those guys that we've created angles on. I have to really look at myself in the mirror because this was a lot, 90% on me.
Yeah. Any other big positives to take out of tonight?
I love my team, and we don't like losing. And we know it's all about us, and we know that we have to come back on Monday and start our grind again. And that's what makes it special is there's a lot of teams in the country that are 0-5 right now that would not do that. They would fall off and they'd start doing a bunch of idiotic things and not going to class, not working hard, and not practicing hard. Our kids will be here Monday morning like pros, and they're going to start their grind probably on their own tomorrow. And they're going to take pride in our process, and that's what makes us different. And we may not be able to see it right now, but we'll look up here pretty soon and we'll start reaping the rewards of this. But it's leadership like Dontez, which I challenged really, it got personal on Monday to see how he came back this week. We've got great leadership, and again, we'll be fine. This is the second OVC game. We'll be fine. But I wish the public could come watch, be a fly on the wall and watch our kids work on Monday, and watch our kids practice on Monday, and watch our kids practice on Tuesday. They'd be amazed.
Can you guys build off that a little bit? How do you feel the rest of your team is going to bounce back from something like this?
Well, I think we'd be great. We continue to grow every day. Each day we just get a little bit better, and I really think we're going to get things moving in the right direction.
From a defensive aspect, we'll be back in tomorrow. We're going to keep grinding. We keep pushing the offense every day. They keep pushing us. Some good things from the game. There's also some bad things. We're going to get back and we'll fix it.
And I know, get tired of talking about the turnover margin after a while, but you guys were positive tonight, so that's something to take out of it.
You're exactly right. Thank you.
All right, I'm good.
Thank you, guys.